Guten Morgen. I has just come back from Mönchengladbach in the homeland in Bavaria, and I thought, this isn't a bloody German beer, is it? Hollandia. I can't read the bloody writing. I thought it said Bavaria, but it's Hollandia. That's the beer I'm reviewing. The writing is so small on the bottle. I don't even know where it's made. You need a bloody magnifying glass or an electron microscope to read the writing on here. I can see Honduras, imported in New Zealand, Australia, New Zealand. I've got no idea. I'm drinking a beer called Hollandia, and is it from Holland or is it German? I've got no bloody idea. The writing is just so small. It's been made since 1758. It is imported, as it says there. 4.7%, 33 CL, cubic, 33 whatever's, 330 mils. Holland, made in Holland, brewed and bottled in Holland. So my kind of semi-German, Pakistani introduction was a bit off, wasn't it? I'm just getting it out of the bottle. There's the cap, there's the glass, there's the beer. Let's pour. Now, I think I've drunk this over the years. I think most of us have. It's nothing to write home about. But I haven't reviewed it yet, so let's get it out. It's going to fit in this glass. But if I fit it in there, there's not going to be much room for my lips. So it's probably not a good idea to fill it right to the top. Plenty of carbonation going on there. As you can see, a little white head that's just dissipating quickly. Lots of bubbles. Sniff. It's a lager. It's a typical bloody lager. And as you know, I'm going through this period of trying to get rid of some lagers that I've been given. Anyway, let's try it. A lot of flavour. Inoffensive. Certainly had a lot worse than this. Remember the days when you could, get Cascade Premium? I think that's a Tasmanian drop. And that was just, that and Grolsch had that real hoppy floral bouquet. And I don't know whether it's with the advent of craft beers and the refinement of our palates, but I know that Grolsch doesn't do anything for me at all now, and I don't even see Cascade Premium around. Remember, it used to have the foil bottleneck and seal on the top. There's the cap again. Yeah, you don't see that anymore. That was a great drop. And then there was Tasman. I think that was a beer that was made for Liquorland or BWS or one of those, talking back in the 90s. You don't see that anymore. That was a cheap drop that wasn't too bad. We're getting a bit nostalgic in this. Remember, and what about Oettinger? Somebody told me that once upon a time they brought all the cases of that over just to fill up the spaces in the containers on the ships. So that's why it varied in price from, say, $30 for a case, 24 cans, up to $50, $60, just depending on the load of the ship or whatever. Oettinger wasn't a bad drop from Germany. Haven't had that for a while, but that's still hanging around. But back then, in the 90s, Carlton Draft, and then there was that Carlton. Was it Carlton, the one with the clear bottle? I think it was filtered, something filtered, wasn't it? Crap. And then there's VB and Tui's new. And I got into Resch's Real, and the Silver Bullet, the Pilsner. And then there's a Victoria Bitter. No, that's VB, isn't it? A Melbourne Bitter. That was a slightly darker drop, I think, had a bit more flavour. Those were the days. Now, if you drink a a lager, I just think you've got no bloody taste. It's crap. It really is. I don't drink a lager by choice anymore. Well, it's 2:10. I'm heading over to Mona Vale shortly, in probably another hour's time, so that'll give time for this to disperse within my system. It's not a great beer, but to be honest, to give it its due, Hollandia, it's not a bad drop. It really isn't a bad drop. As far as lagers go, there's the cap again, it's pretty good. It's okay. Plenty of hop, plenty of taste, good carbonation. Doesn't have that horrible metallic-y, yucky taste that a lot of lagers have. All in all, I would put this one on the shelf of fame. It's a good beer. It's okay, you know, for a lager. Not bad. There's the cap again. And on that note, I'm going to wish you all, again, a good weekend and bye.